she purchased the lots where, with her support, the Lions Club Clinic was built. Dafire, a pioneer in the treatment of epilepsy in Colombia, started to receive funds from the beauty pageant organization. In 1979, she decided that a private event, the bathing suit display, be converted into a massive public part of the pageant and name it Beauty with a Purpose. Nowadays, it is referred to as the most beautiful ones for Colombia. Approximately 2,000 people attend, and a portion of the proceeds are given to the charities for social work. The name of Doña Tera became a symbol of noble authority, tenacity, and sensibility. It was surrounded by an ad honorem directors board, composed of representatives from the government, the district council, the Colombian Navy, and distinguished members of the community. As a prolongation of the Independence Day festivities, the social work that is accomplished during the National Beauty Pageant is in and of itself one of the fundamental reasons of rationales for the pageants taking place. When the candidates arrive in Cartagena, about half of their commitments and obligations are complied with, visiting and helping to develop complete the task of these beautiful works. They are present at the Banquet of a Million, where bread and wine is served and funds are collected to help constructing housing for people living in poverty.
El ser Miss Colombia es ser una misionera y una embajadora de los colombianos menos favorecidos.
The Paper Children Foundation, Fundación Niños de Papel, is supported. The Foundation Friends of Children, Colombian chapter of Children International, provides food, education, and support to about 21,000 children, sponsored by donations from people in the United States of America. It helps to support the lovely work at the 14th of February Educational Institution, which educates more than 1,200 children from the El Pozón neighborhood in Cartagena, thanks to the initiative of private enterprises and with the help of the Catholic Church and the district government. At the Aluna Habilitation and Training Center, a project of the Colombo Swiss Foundation Group that attends more than 250 children and young people with special education needs. And also a multitude of projects and works to which the beauty pageant contributes economic help, funds, and support, always with the inspiring presence of the Miss Colombia at the time.
Yo creo que no me faltó ningún pueblito, porque eso monté en chalupa, en lo que tú quieras, monté por todas partes para poder llegar al más mínimo rincón del país para llevar esa alegría.
El vestido de baño, el vestido de fantasía, el vestido de coronación, y con esa maleta va uno por todas partes, haciendo desfiles y recogiendo dinero para muchísimas obras sociales que hay en el país.
The pageant has channeled funds for the medical treatment of Colombian children with cardiac problems in New York through the Heart to the Heart Foundation. Through the promotion of our culture in many countries outside of Colombia through the Colombian Civic Center in New York. And for the preservation of tropical rainforest through Rainforest Foundation International with headquarters in Houston, Texas. With help for children with visual problems through the Colombian Ladies Volunteers in Tampa. Or for needy persons through the Coral Way Colombian Lions Club of Miami. A mixture of social sensibility, a vocation of service, and audaciousness have strengthened for almost 50 years the bonds between the National Beauty Pageant and the Minute of God Corporation. Testimony of this bond is provided by hundreds of families from the Commune 15 in the southeastern sector and from the residents of the Garcia Herreros and the Reinas neighborhood amongst the poorest in the city. In the Reinas neighborhood, the National Beauty Pageant's Teresa Pizarro de Angulo Center for Community Development has been built for that well-being of these areas and surrounding neighborhood residents, such as Rafael Garcia Herreros neighborhood.
En todos los rincones de nuestro país visita la señorita Colombia y apadrinando así una que otra fundación a la que el concurso considere que es la más necesitada de esas regiones, y con nuestra presencia, con nuestros vestidos, con nuestro vestuario que traemos acá a Cartagena, pues presentamos y damos esa alegría, y ese es el aporte social que nosotros hacemos, una sonrisa, y a través de una sonrisa y una apariencia física, obviamente todos los organizadores pues recogen fondos para así ayudar a la entidad pues beneficiada en ese momento.
The pageant does not only express itself through charity, through its capacity for fundraising and its general support. It protects Cartagena's status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It has helped in the funding of restoration of colonial religious relics in magnificent old churches. By supporting the foundation that created the today emblematic Calamari Big Band Orchestra. By taking over the maintenance of Bolivar Park in the heart of Cartagena's historic colonial center. Together with other entities procuring funds and other support to actively maintain and functioning the lovely Heredia Theater.
Los barrios de Cartagena no son extraños para el concurso de belleza. El concurso de belleza tiene el barrio de la Reina, tiene el barrio García Herreros con la Corporación Minuto de Dios, está presente con la Corporación Amigos de los Niños y Children International, que se apadrinan en todo ese sector 18,000 niños.
Raimundo Angulo Pizarro, assuming control of the presidency, has strengthened the management concept of the institution, adjusting his functions to today's global environment, as a support base to continue accomplishing its purpose and most especially its social mission. In essence, the National Beauty Pageant achieves or generates in all its fields of activities the creation of smiles, optimism, and a sense of national pride. In its social mission, the basis of its reason of being, a beauty pageant that is unique, where an international panel of judges who assume the task of not only choosing a woman who represents Colombia with decorum overseas, but also a missionary who, with the qualities of spirit, goodwill, and sense of solidarity, will go to cities, towns, and hamlets in a crusade of the greatest human and humane content of any of many institutions that exist in Colombia.
What are you going to do first when you get home?
Well, I think drink a very big cup of coffee, Colombian coffee.
Women that in the history of the pageant have triumphed and have been recognized as the most beautiful women in the planet, and that each year emerge after 15 hard days in Cartagena de Indias, in a night that elevates to sublime levels feelings for country. Millions of compatriots in their homes followed the event on television and radio. And at the end, the new Miss Colombia is selected. There is jubilee in her natal town, respect in the whole nation, and a smile of hope is drawn in so many corners, where hunger and coldness have its, because a new and beautiful missionary has initiated her compromise with the country.